Who's what? Oh! There's something walking around the tent right now. It's like right behind. Oh! What the f? No. Hey, hey! Morning, bro.
She's watching you.
What was that? What the f? What? Something was here. Something was around our tent. There's literal footsteps in the snow.
This content is taken from the YouTuber channel at Jasko. In this particular video, Jasko and his friend Ben embarked on a daring adventure by camping together in the infamous Screaming Forest. Known for its eerie atmosphere and unsettling history, the Screaming Forest is said to be haunted by spirits, a rumor they had heard from local residents before setting out on their journey. The video, which was uploaded on December 12, 2023, documents their entire experience, from setting up camp to exploring the mysterious and ominous surroundings. As night fell, they made camp in the heart of the forest, determined to uncover the truth behind the legends. With only the light of their cameras and a shared sense of curiosity, they ventured deep into the woods, creating content that combined the thrill of exploration with the tension of investigating a place known for its paranormal activity.
I recognized them, how weird they were acting. It almost sounded like, they said it seemed like he just lost his mind and he was like losing it. Straight paranoia to like talking to himself. It was just weird. So it was like, I don't know if like this forest like does things to people.
Throughout the night, Jasko and Ben not only explored the area, but also conducted an investigation, trying to capture any evidence of the spirits that were said to haunt the forest. The video takes viewers on a journey through the dark, twisted paths of the Screaming Forest, where every rustle of leaves and distant sound adds to the chilling atmosphere. Their adventure in the Screaming Forest is a gripping mix of suspense, curiosity, and a touch of fear, making it a must-watch for fans of the paranormal.
Night here, we'd like to get to know you, whether it is the spirits, the entities, or whatever's a weird phenomena is going on here. Regardless, we'll be spending the night here. So, I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. If there's anything you want to talk about, share with us, please come forward to do so.
They began their investigation of the area with the goal of uncovering whether the spirits of any past victims still lingered in the forest. With their flashlights cutting through the darkness, Jasko and Ben carefully navigated the eerie landscape, searching for any signs of paranormal activity. The atmosphere was tense as they moved deeper into the woods, listening for any unusual sounds or movements that might indicate the presence of something otherworldly. Their mission was to find evidence that could confirm the chilling stories they had heard from the locals, stories that suggested the spirits of those who had met tragic ends might still haunt the forest. As they pressed on, the weight of the forest's dark history hung over them, making their investigation both thrilling and terrifying.
That says, I love it, and then this says, a lot. They're finishing each other's sentences. That's not weird at all.
Okay, there's film in there, so being that they're... Try harder. Okay.
As they delved deeper into their investigation, Jasko and Ben suddenly heard an eerie sound echoing through the forest, a faint noise that seemed to come from somewhere nearby. The unsettling sound put them on edge, but also fueled their determination to uncover the truth. Driven by curiosity and a bit of fear, they decided to follow the noise, hoping it might lead them to a clue or some evidence of the spirits that were rumored to haunt the Screaming Forest.
Some pink, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, turn this back on. You said group of us. Are these your belongings? The shoes, the camera? What the fuck is that?
Revenge.
Revenge.
Huh.
There's like styrofoam right there. I mean, bro, we were talking about it. It could just be garbage, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be connected.
Negative.
Oh.
I'll move something.
Okay, please do. Fucking tripped on that. Oh dear God.
They moved cautiously through the dark, dense woods, their flashlights casting long shadows on the twisted trees around them. Every rustle of leaves and snap of twigs underfoot heightened the tension as they ventured further into the unknown. They were on high alert, expecting to find something, a sign, a trace of the victim's spirits, or perhaps some other form of paranormal activity.
Keep going.
Oh shit. That's a big hole.
Is there anything inside? Yo, Ben? I think I just found a phone. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God.
You hearing the shit around us?
Yeah, I am. Whoa, my flashlight just went dim. No, it's gonna die.
Blinking. That's blinking.
Despite their thorough search, they came up empty-handed. The noise had led them to a dead end, and no matter how much they explored or how carefully they listened, they couldn't find anything that confirmed the chilling stories they had heard. Hours passed, and the forest remained silent, almost as if it was hiding its secrets from them.
Now that I think about it, I didn't bring the machete. There's a reason for that. I'll explain. And just a bunch of things. And I had them all like in my hands like this. And I heard footsteps behind me. So nonchalantly, I was like, hey, Ben, can you give me a hand? And Ben didn't.
By the time they decided to regroup, it was already past midnight. The atmosphere was heavy with disappointment and exhaustion. After all their efforts, they hadn't found any evidence of the spirits or victims that were said to haunt the forest. The screaming forest, with all its eerie legends and haunting tales, had revealed nothing tangible that night, leaving Jasko and Ben with more questions than answers.
Whoa. Whoa, Mamma Mia. What's going on? That's really strong for a sec.
Oh, God, this is freaky as hell.
Supposed to be windy, isn't it?
I don't know. I will say this won't help.
After completing their investigation, Jasko and Ben headed back to their tent, both feeling the weight of exhaustion from the long, restless night. They were running on little sleep, and the fatigue was beginning to take its toll. All they wanted was a short nap to recharge before the next day's investigation.
So, I brought my Nintendo Switch. Probably playing that for the night. Probably just kind of like try and get myself tired, you know, because I'll be honest, I'm not there right now. However,
as they settled into the tent, they decided to talk to their subscribers, sharing some insights about the eerie experiences they had throughout the night. Just as they were getting into the conversation, a strange noise from outside the tent caught their attention. The sound was faint but noticeable, almost like a whisper carried by the wind. They paused for a moment, feeling a slight unease, but convinced themselves it was nothing more than the wind rustling through the trees. Dismissing the noise, they resumed their discussion with their audience, wrapping up their thoughts before finally deciding to get some much-needed
not even
rest.
close. So, question is though, what if it's not? What if it's not a deer, a fox, an elk? What if it's not? Then what could it be? You know what I mean? Like, think outside that. That's when it gets scary. It's not the like, oh, it's this or what's scary is the what if factor. Because realistically, we don't know.
True.
We don't know. We don't see this. And hopefully we don't ever. But like, I'll tell you one thing.
Once their conversation ended, both Jasko and Ben lay down, hoping to sleep and replenish their energy for the next morning's exploration. The plan was to wake up early and continue investigating the mysterious screaming forest in the daylight, where they hoped to uncover more clues. The exhaustion from the night's events soon took over, and they began to drift off to sleep. A while later, Ben awoke with an urgent need to relieve himself. Trying not to disturb Jasko, he quietly slipped out of the tent and walked a short distance away. As he stood in the stillness of the night, with only the moonlight filtering through the trees, Ben suddenly caught sight of something that made his heart race, a shadowy figure moving silently in the darkness. The figure was vague, but its presence was unmistakable. Fear surged through Ben, and without thinking, he screamed loudly, his voice piercing the quiet night. The sudden cry jolted Jasko awake, his heart pounding as he scrambled to understand what had happened. Ben's scream echoed in his ears, sending a wave of panic through him as he realized something was terribly wrong.
Ben!
fuck, yeah, please. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. What the fuck? What happened? It was in the shadow.
Ben rushed back to the tent, his face pale with fear. Jasko, startled by the scream, quickly asked, "Why did you scream?" Ben, still shaken, replied, "I saw something out there." Both of them were gripped by fear, making it difficult to sleep.
Like a figure?
Yes. I was pissed at myself. Yeah,
Is that bright?
it's pretty bright. It's just... There we go.
After a while, they
could
managed
just
to
plug
calm
my
down
phone
and
in
drifted
to
back to
generate.
sleep.
My phone might.
I could.
Yeah, I could probably do that. This is probably a lot.
What was that?
No idea, bro.
The other part of this.
However, just after midnight, they were
Hey, hey!
startled awake by the sound of footsteps circling their tent. The noise
the
sent
f-
a
off.
chill down their spines. Overcome with fear, Jasko decided to check outside to see if someone was near. The two of them cautiously stepped out of the tent and carefully inspected the area, but they didn't find anything.
Who's there? Dude, what the f is going on? Hold on, I'll take a look. Just keep a lookout for me too. Who's there?
I don't know if it's a good idea. What
Heard that?
is that? I didn't see anything. Where is it?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't see a thing.
Should I get my boots on? Should.
Let's pack up.
Yeah.
Get the f out of here. Listen, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But I don't feel safe, and our safety is number one to me. Something was here. Something was around our tent. There's literal footsteps in the snow right here. But where would they have gone? Whatever the hell it was.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight.
Welcome back, guys, to a brand new scary camping video. This time we're featuring footage from Will's Whereabouts, a channel known for its adventurous and often eerie explorations. In this particular video, Will decided to take on the challenge of camping alone in the remote countryside of Box Hill. Surrounded by the vast and isolated landscape, he ventured out to explore the stunning, yet haunting, country views that the area has to offer. His journey captures the beauty of nature, but also the unsettling feeling of being completely alone in such a secluded place. The video, which was uploaded on January 21st, 2021, gives viewers a first-hand look at what it's like to camp solo in a place where the natural beauty is matched by a sense of mystery and suspense. As the sun began to set, casting a warm orange glow over the countryside, he decided it was time to prepare his dinner. The fading light created a peaceful yet slightly eerie atmosphere as the shadows grew longer around his campsite. He gathered his cooking supplies, setting up a small fire to cook his meal. The air was crisp and cool, and the only sounds were the crackling of the fire and the distant rustle of leaves. As he started cooking, the calmness of the evening was a stark contrast to the isolation of camping alone in such a remote location. After he finished cooking, he sat down to enjoy his meal, savoring the warmth of the food as the night air grew colder around him. The fire crackled softly, adding to the serene yet solitary atmosphere. Once he had eaten, he decided it was time to settle in for the night. He made his way into his tent, zipping it up to keep out the chill. Before drifting off to sleep, he took a moment to talk to his subscribers, sharing his thoughts on the day's experiences. He spoke about the beauty and solitude of the campsite, reflecting on the adventure of exploring such a remote area on his own. As he lay in his sleeping bag, he also shared his plans for the next day, inviting his viewers to join him on the rest of his journey through this mysterious and beautiful landscape.
Get this book for Christmas. It is called Beyond Possible, and I believe it is about a Nepalese guy who climbs 14 peaks. This book, I've been highly recommended it to me, not only because I absolutely love Nepal, but also I love doing adventurous trekking. And
After he finished talking with his subscribers, he went to bed to sleep and turned off the light. After some time, he heard a noise outside, like someone was screaming near his tent. Scared and uneasy, he found it difficult to sleep.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight. There are people about 100 meters away, blazing music out. At least some good songs anyway. And some people screaming. Wish me luck, everybody.
Tonight's video, you're gonna see me use the balloon theory, which is a theory as if you set up balloons around a haunted location in hot spots, the balloons will either do one of three things. Number one, they will shrink significantly. Number two, the balloon will pop, or number three, the balloon will just grow altogether.
This video is from CJ Faison, where he takes a unique approach to investigating a haunted house. Using a balloon as part of his investigative technique, he tests his own theory on how to detect paranormal activity within the eerie rooms of the house. The idea is that the balloon might react to any unseen forces or movements, providing a subtle but telling indication of any ghostly presence. The video, which was uploaded on July 10th, 2024, is particularly significant as it marks CJ's return to horror content after a lengthy hiatus. His followers had eagerly awaited his next foray into the world of the supernatural, and this video didn't disappoint. By combining his new innovative method with the tense atmosphere of the haunted house, CJ created a thrilling and suspenseful experience for his viewers. The video not only showcased his creativity in investigating the paranormal, but also demonstrated his commitment to exploring and sharing the unknown with his audience. He is making the video with his friend Chelsea, where he plans to use the balloon theory he heard about from people on the internet. They are testing whether this theory will work as they investigate the haunted house.
Somebody, that's kind of clever, whoever set up Annabelle there.
Playing the piano.
Playing the piano, getting it done, girl. Get a boo 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 boo. Technically, she just played the piano by herself.
They finally arrived at the haunted location and immediately set to work, carefully inspecting the house. The place had an eerie, abandoned feel, with creaking floors and shadows that seemed to shift in the dim light. Determined to conduct a thorough investigation, they began placing balloons and cameras in various dark corners and rooms throughout the house. The idea was to position the balloons in spots where any unexplained movement might be captured on camera, giving them a clear indication of paranormal activity. As they worked, the tension in the air was palpable. Each step seemed to echo through the empty halls, and the flickering light from their flashlights added to the ominous atmosphere. With the balloons and cameras in place, they prepared to document whatever might happen next, fully aware that the house's haunted reputation could very well be put to the test.
Not sure what I heard, but I don't think I want to know either. Where should we tie this at?
You tie it like right here. Tie it onto like here.
Stay there.
Like right here.
Yes, just stay there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tie it on right there. Hang on, let me figure out where to put this camera. Oh, I can put it right here.
After spending over 40 minutes setting up everything at the location, they finally finished and sat down in chairs, starting to talk to each other. Suddenly, a balloon nearby popped on its own, startling them both and leaving them feeling scared.
Or...
Did you touch that?
What the fuck? No, I didn't touch that. I literally fucking just started recording. Did it touch that? Did it touch that?
No, because I actually just looked up to... I was gonna like ding it. Oh my god.
Traffic.
I don't know, my nerves are like shot all of a sudden. My like blood in my like arms like left.
My soul just left my body. Annabelle.
Chelsea was startled by the popping balloon, and CJ felt the need to check it out. They started inspecting the area where they had placed the balloon to see what might have caused it to pop. However, they found nothing unusual. Everything seemed normal, with no clear explanation for what had happened.
All right, get that balloon on camera there.
It's hard to see. It's not moving.
Choked.
I cannot put my finger on what that noise is. That's the chair.
While they were checking, they heard a chair moving on its own. They quickly went to investigate and noticed that the chair had indeed shifted from its original position. Both of them were startled and frightened by the unexplained movement. They returned to their seats and began discussing their situation, trying to make sense of what was happening around them and understand the cause of the eerie disturbances.
The reason I wanted you to stand right over there, I actually thought like when we turn around, it looked like someone was standing there. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like tripping out.
You to go there?
It's a smash quiet.
They decided to investigate once more to determine if there had been any further disturbances or changes since the chair had moved. With a sense of apprehension, they carefully rechecked the areas where they had previously set up their equipment and where the balloon had popped. They examined the dining room and the surrounding spaces, looking for any additional signs of paranormal activity or unexplained occurrences. Despite their thorough search, they found nothing new or unusual. The house remained eerily quiet, and there were no new clues to explain the earlier events. This lack of new evidence left them feeling both relieved and frustrated as they continued to grapple with the mystery of what might be happening in the haunted house.
Maybe it's those books. Do you smell that? Sorry.
Not really. I'm just trying to listen in. I genuinely, for the life of me, cannot. I don't know.